All right. So, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I'll name this segment later. GTG spits that grease, etc., etc., etc. You guys know that. You guys all know the gimmick. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. And I have another interesting video. Not really interesting, but I had an interesting topic I thought I'd run by you guys. So, as you know, the great lolcow purge happened in what, 2020? When they were like when Wings and DSP got bumped off. Wings might have gotten actually bumped off of Twitch before DSP, or did DSP get bumped off of Twitch before did DSP get bumped off before Wings, or did Wings get bumped off before DSP? I can't remember now. I want to tell you that DSP was last man standing, to be honest. But I can't, because I think not too long after that, Low Tier God actually got his channel back, to be honest. I may have that timeline messed up, so it is what it is. I'm prone to make mistakes. It happens. So here's my question. After all these years, right? After all these years, why is it that Wingsofredemption and Darksydephil never went back to Twitch? Why is it that they didn't fight as hard as LTG did to get their Twitch channels back, right? Well, let's talk about why they got taken off, meaning Wings and DSP. They actually didn't get kicked off the site. Let me be very clear about this, just in case I've ever misspoken in the past about it. DSP and Wingsofredemption are not banned or suspended off of Twitch. They are demonetized off Twitch, which means that they do not have partnerships, they don't have affiliates, they do not have ways to make money unless tips directly to like their PayPal or something. Other than that, they can't make no money or get no money through Twitch.tv, right? You know what I'm saying? No bits, no subs, no cheers, none of that. They're just demonetized. I am of the idea that if they could have gotten remonetized at this particular point, they would have. I think that's pretty clear to a lot of us. Now, truth be told, I think DSP didn't actually get did he actually get bumped off of Twitch in 2021 actually? I feel like in 2021, because 2020 was Vestry. Give me just a second, actually. I can actually look this up. To be honest, I can look this up. Because Vestreak, which was on Twitch, well, it was on Twitch and YouTube at that time, but it was primarily on Twitch. That died at 276, but realistically, it actually died at 73. Sorry. And he was on Twitch when it died, if I remember correctly. So, give me actually just a second. I can actually look this up for you. I can do that. Okay, so I just went back to one of my old posts because I have it. Okay, September 7th of 2020 is when the Vest streak died, and I was at 276. And I want to tell you that Tevin, LSB, they were all restreaming him at the time. I'm pretty confident DSP was still on Twitch at that time. So here, let me go and see if I can find exactly when DSP got kicked off Twitch. Give me a second. Okay, big ups to old reliable Snort Burnell for coming through in the clutch, as they always do. Actually, now if I look at it, Memology 101 also has it too. So big ups to both of them, but big ups to Snort Burnell because that's the first person I saw it on. It was April 21st of 2021 when DSP got terminated from the Twitch partnership program. Okay, bet. So I'm glad I could clear that up. So so that was 2021. I think Wings may have gotten bumped off before that. He might have gotten bumped off before that or afterwards. I feel like he got bumped off before that. So because Vestreak was in 2020, and like I said, that died in what was that, November? I think I said it was. It was in like November of 2020 when that bounced out, something like that. So it is what it is on that one. So 2021 was when DSP got bumped off. And I'm confident that over the last 3 years or 4 years, to be honest with you, he has tried to go back and apply, and he just keeps getting denied. Wings has said on multiple occasions over the years that he always applies for either partnership or for affiliate, and he gets denied. Why is that? I think it's a lot of things. I think you had two fucking idiots who misused the Twitch partner TOS or They misused their privileges to take down their enemies, to be honest with you. And I think that caught up to him. I think with DSP, I think the Hassan situation, once he got outed for the shit that he was doing when it came to Twitch partnership and partner affiliation and all that, I think, and the e-girls that were sending him, let's say, material and whatnot, and he was then showing that off to his friends in Discords and shit like that. I think after he got ousted, it's funny, DSP gets booted after that. Wings basically he's another example of fucking around and finding out. He played around too damn much. He tried to eliminate the competition instead of paying attention to COD, pay attention to CSGO, not CSGO, Rainbow Six Siege, and streaming. He just wasn't paying. He didn't appreciate what he had. He was too busy trying to take down the people around him. And it came back to haunt him, to be honest with you. And I'm actually kind of surprised, I gotta be honest with you, but I think Wings just doesn't care about streaming at this point. I think he just doesn't give a shit. If you see him stream on YouTube, he's miserable, at least on his own channel. But then again, to be fair, when he's on LolCal Live, he looks pretty miserable too, to be honest. Unless Becky's there flashing her titties in his fucking face, then he seemed pretty happy about it. But whatever. I'm surprised that Wings didn't go back to Keem and ask him, hey, can you see if you can get me get my monetization back on Twitch? But I also think, in a sick sort of way, the reason why Wings doesn't go back to Twitch is so he doesn't get to feed his trolls, to be honest with you. I think that's really what it comes down to. I think he looks at it as he's probably never gonna get monetized anyway. Even if he did, the tides against him has been turned in the worst fucking possible way that there's no point. It's best just to let the Twitch channel go, to be honest with you, or at least let the monetization aspect of it go. DSP, on the other hand, there is no real benefit to him going back to Twitch, so to speak. If he goes back, similar to Wings, he'll never probably be a partner again. He could probably get affiliate, but he'll never be able to be partner. And he doesn't have the protection he once had. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing that he coveted most, Tevin has it. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of detractors who have partner channels, if not affiliates, but certainly probably partnered. He doesn't have the protection anymore. He doesn't have the prestige anymore. Believe it or not, Darksydephil is a dirty name on Twitch and some of the upper circles and shit. The word has it, I have nothing to really substantiate this. It's just shit that I've heard. They were kind of glad to be rid of him. Same thing with Wings. They brought in far too many problems. And if you eliminate the problem, the initial problem, you can essentially get rid of everything else, which is essentially what happens. Yeah, you have detractors who restream on Twitch, but the trolling aspect and all the bullshit and all this stuff like that, DSP constantly, and Wings, constantly bombarding the Twitch partnership program, wanting help, wanting this, wanting that. That's probably a massive headache that they're happy to be done with. Just like Machinima was happy to get rid of Wings and DSP at that time. The same way Curse was happy to get rid of DSP and all of his bitching and complaining there and whatnot. I think they were just glad to be rid of them. To be honest with you, if you even look back at it, I don't know if detractors and trolls in those respective communities were even the real problem. I think they were just tired of the bitching from Wings and DSP. And despite the money that they brought in to whatever verity, to whatever verity that perspective is from a financial standpoint, they just weren't worth the headache. It was easier just to let them go, get them up and out of pocket and be done with them. And I gotta say, it's kind of like, if you think about it, it's kind of like what DSP preaches about his detractors, trolls, haters, and critics. That if he could get rid of them, he could get rid of us, I should say. Things would be so much better for him. And truth be told, we saw the reverse of that. And how did it really work out for him? He gets kicked off of Twitch. He loses his primary income, Wings too. And look at where they're at now. DSP's begging at an all-time high, desperate, all to hell. And Wings slums for fucking Keem. The only thing that's keeping DSP from doing that is his ego. But as I promise you, as the whales, what few are left, and whatever pay pigs who aren't also whales, once on sock accounts, once all that shit dries up, the only place he'll go, the only place he can go is Keem. And Keem knows that. Keem literally, it's just like what I told you during the early lolcow days. Keem has the luxury of time. All he has to do is wait. And the thing is if he waits long enough and DSP does come to him begging for money or begging for an opportunity, he wins. If DSP doesn't do it and he sits there and he fucking allows himself to further disintegrate, Keem still wins. Because people on lolcow Live will progressively talk about it and they'll just move on from there. Truth be told, I'm surprised lolcow Live or none of the other adjacent shows haven't spoken about the interview yet. But maybe they will. Maybe Keem's just biding his time until he's ready. I don't know. But the point being is that sooner than later, Keem's going to win that one. And DSP knows it. Deep down, DSP knows it. And DSP just has nowhere to go, even with Kick, right? Most people are saying, hey, he's going to give up Kick in a few months. Maybe. I think he'll go till the end of the year, but I could be wrong. We'll see. But the only real incentive is the gifted memberships or gifted subs or whatever the fuck. Let's get some subs. You know what I'm saying? Triple P. I like to call him Triple P. That's what he calls it. Even then, that's going to eventually dry up. He would have, I feel like there would be more benefit for him and more eyes would be on DSP in particular if he just went back to Twitch. I think Wings himself, even though he can't get money on Twitch, he should just dual stream over there anyway. What does he have to lose? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they going to do? Pull the channel down? Why bother? You're already a broken down old man at this point anyway. Same thing with DSP. So I think the reality is Twitch looked at them as it was a way of getting rid of the lolcow problem. And they were right. I honestly think they were right. But instead of banning them outright, it was just easier to just demonetize them. It's so much easier just to demonetize them, and then if they decide to stick around, cool. Fine, whatever. If they decide to leave, great. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe they'll crawl back, maybe they won't. But I do have to, yet again, let's continue to look at the situation. It is strange to me that these two guys, Wings and DSP, who I'm pretty confident each and every year go back and try to reapply for partnership and monetization, have never been able to get it back. Yet, LTG, who had been banned God knows how many times, who's been permanent banned God knows how many times, has continued to fight to get that shit back. Now, truth be told, whether anybody wants to admit it or not, LTG does know some people at Twitch. He knows a lot of those people, if I should say, through the FGC, right? And allegedly, there are maybe some mods at Twitch that do enjoy LTG's content. It's not too far-fetched. But it seems weird to me that he can get back in the pocket and these two can't. That just seems really, really strange when LTG has done some shit as egregious, if not more egregious, than DSP and Wings have done, to be honest with you. Much more belligerently, to be honest. And yet he's constantly allowed to come back. It seems really, really strange. I wouldn't say peculiar. I don't care that much. It is what it is. But it does seem odd. I feel like LTG fought for it a lot harder than they did, and then Wings and DSP did. And that's the reason why eventually I do think that LTG will get his main YouTube channel back. You don't fight as hard for your Twitch the way he did and get it back and not think you can't get your YouTube back. You know what I'm saying? It may take some time, but it will happen. Let me give you an example. El Presidor, for those of you guys who remember him. If you guys are old Call of Duty heads or whatnot, then you obviously might. King of PlayStation back in those days. Because he had like the highest like friend count and I think sub count for a PlayStation user at that time. He just recently, within a week of me recording this video currently, he logged into his old channel, the original Quantum Bishop channel, for the first time in years. And it said, "Oh, do you want to appeal your suspension?" He's like, "What the fuck?" And that's when he realized he had logged into the wrong channel. But there was a clear box there saying, "Hey, would you like to appeal?" And he's like, "Well, shit, why not?" Now, just in case you guys don't know, for context, It was a kitten that either he found or he saw on the side of the road. He basically buried the kitten on camera. Let's just be blunt about it. He buried a dead kitten. Or maybe it was kitten, maybe it was more than one. But he buried a couple of kittens, let's say that. And they just completely took the whole damn channel down. Just took it all down. And he never appealed it. He waited a little while, he made himself a new channel, and he just kept it pushing. So recently he said, hey, I'm gonna appeal it, and I'm gonna see what happens. He may very well get it back. I was going around to some other YouTube channels, and you have some guys who used to be in the anime community, some guys who used to be in the manga and anime and in the manga community, other Call of Duty heads, older Call of Duty heads, who lost channels from 10 years ago, who were getting notifications and whatnot saying, hey, are you interested in, or not, are you interested? Hey, would you like to appeal this channel ban? Whatever, follow the link below. And initially they thought it was all bullshit, so they go to Twitter and they go to their Discords and they're like, yeah, some of these guys are seeing it, or some people found their credentials to their old channels, logged in, and they're seeing the same shit. Ironically enough, me and Asian GTG went back to a few of our channels. I saw the exact same thing, so I'm considering on possibly doing that. The point being is that if there's a will, there's a way. And if we're seeing this now, LTG has been off of YouTube for how long? A couple of years. This could very well happen. 8 Thoughts, who lost his main channel and whatnot, I don't know if he has seen that request or that option to appeal his ban, but if he does see it, he's more than likely going to do it too, because that was his major moneymaker all those years ago, before the situation with Nick Merckx, Drifter, and Swag. They were the ones who got the channel taken down. The reason why he lost the channel, though, is because he was on a secondary account while he was trying to appeal all of the bans on his first account. That's ban evasion, and that's why they got rid of him. So he may appeal it as well. The point being is that there is I think because of that situation currently going on, there is a fair chance that LTG could get it back. If he does, he's going to be in a much stronger position than he's ever been, being on YouTube and Twitch. You know what I mean? That he's going to be, that doesn't mean he can't be taken down, but he'll be in a far more favorable position than DSP and Wings are. DSP and Wings are dead on YouTube. DSP is dead on fucking Kick, and Wings is not even propped up on Lolcow Live. He's just, he has some partial ownership. He has to help finagle shit on other shows. He's a servant as far as I'm concerned, as most people see him, to be honest with you. Not even middle management. He's just a servant, to be honest. LTG theoretically is in the best position out of the three, between Wings, DSP, and himself, LTG. I think it really just comes down to Twitch is very, I think Twitch was just glad to be gone with them, or be done with them. I really think it just comes down to being as easy as that. Could I be wrong? Sure, absolutely. It's absolutely possible that I'm absolutely wrong about this shit, and I'm coming at that shit completely left. But I don't think I am, to be honest with you. I honestly think after all this time, now it'd be ironic that not long after this video, DSP gets an email saying, hey, would you like to apply for Twitch partnership or affiliate? And trust me, if he gets that email, he is going to apply for it. And then he'll bitch and complain until he can try to get himself up to partner. Then he's going to bitch and complain to see if he can get himself a partner manager, which I don't even know if they even do that anymore, to be honest with you. Or that's only for a select few at this point. Wings, I honestly don't think he'll go back. He's dead on YouTube as it pertains to his own channel. Twitch wouldn't be any better because he don't have no drive to do anything. Alexa Pro got him all fucked up. So it is on that. And like I said, if LTG gets his YouTube channel back, he right in pocket. You know what I'm saying? I'm not advocating for the dude, fuck him. But truth be told, if he was able to get his YouTube channel back, he's going to get right back in the pocket. He'll be in a far stronger position, honestly, than the other two ever really could be. So that's something to think about. So what are your thoughts? How do you guys feel about it? What do you think the reasoning is on why DSP and Wings haven't been able to get their monetization back yet? LTG got banned all those times and was constantly able to do so. If you're an LTG troll or whatever, give me your opinion on the situation. How was it that LTG was able to get back in the position all those times year after year after year. What are your thoughts on it? It's all very much appreciated, and you know, and with some more information, we might do a follow-up, because some people have been asking for follow-ups to some of these things, and sure, why not? You know what I'm saying? With more information, it only expands the story, so it's helpful on all fronts. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is I'll name this segment later. GTG spits that grease. Thank you guys very much for listening in. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Take care of yourselves, people. Later.